Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Wednesday, March 13th, and it's hump day. So if it's hump day, you know it's time for the conversation.
Conversation.
I am your,
What?
I'm your host and producer, Ashleigh Abbott. And this is our panel tonight. We are going to go through, first off, we don't have Michael. Michael is out tonight. He's off. So filling in for Michael, we have our brother from another mother. We have Darius filling in for him.
What? Hey, welcome to
Hi,
the
Darius.
show.
We love having you. And of course, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know I'm in bed. I had surgery, emergency surgery last weekend, and so I'm broadcasting from bed. I usually don't like to do that, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So
This is what it is.
yeah, so let's talk about everybody's weekend. Natasha, how was your weekend?
My weekend was chill, just being a mama and all the things with that. So y'all already know.
I know. Shit.
Right.
Tamar, what about you?
We just got back from Palm Springs today. My husband got booked in Palm Springs for Saturday. And so Sunday, we went Saturday through today, and we had a really good time. If you guys have not been to Palm Springs, go. Like, it was such an amazing time. But my weekend was real good. We just we were lazy and we ate a lot and we went shopping. That's it. But it was a lot of fun.
We've been trying to get to Palm Springs. I want to go and just go to a resort and just get massages all weekend and just lay out.
Oh yeah. So it was just the lowest was 56 degrees and the highest was 76. So it was just nice.
That's
So oh my God. It was a nice experience. I did not want to come home, but a bitch gotta go to work tomorrow. So here I am.
Well, nice. I'm glad you had fun. Shaq, down in the hot Atlanta, how was your weekend?
I don't know about that. It's been raining. we don't have a lot of rain, baby. It has been. I've had like this really fantastic week. Like I can't even begin to tell you. Like the way the blessings just rained down on me, bro. Like just work went well, bonuses, everything coming together. My writing. Like I
Yes,
just
Father.
everything's just my birthday's coming up, the big 40. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big 40. So like everything been going Gucci. And right when I just thought it couldn't get no better, the man came over and told me I need a new roof on my house. I said, boy. Let me tell you, when it rained, baby, literally. But I done had so many blessings to offset it. I ain't even tripping on that roof.
Well, that's awesome.
Amen.
Marcus, how was your weekend?
It was awesome. I was in Denver all weekend. My best friend from high school, it was his birthday, so we decided to go up and surprise him. And I went to the restaurant where all my friends were at, and I came in as a British customer, and everyone was shocked. And we had a really great time. We went to a lot of fun spots. Hit the hot tub. I mean, it was a really nice time. I love Denver. If you have not been to Denver, you've got to go. It's so beautiful. The people are so nice.
It's the best hidden secret there is, Denver.
I love it.
The people are so nice. The weed is legal. I mean, Denver.
Awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. I told everybody I would tell them all together what happened last week. March 2nd was my birthday, and so for my birthday we did it really small this year. We just went to my hometown of Kalamazoo. We had dinner with my family, and I started feeling sick around. We were having dinner, and I didn't touch my food. So we came home on Sunday. And I slept all day, and Hector was like, "I know something was wrong because you just don't sleep all day." So I was sleeping all day, and then I got up in the middle of the morning on Sunday and I couldn't stop throwing up. I actually made a pallet on the bathroom floor and just slept in the bathroom all night. And so Sunday, I went to the emergency room, and they told me some stuff. And they're like, we don't know what's wrong. We're gonna run some tests. So, make a long story short, they ended up running tests and they let me go home. So then I came home on Wednesday, and then I was back in the ER Wednesday night. And they said, let us run some tests, and not Wednesday night. This was Friday. They said, let us run some tests. And by Saturday morning, they're like, we got to take you into emergency surgery. Your gallbladder is it's like it was infection and it was really bad.
Yeah.
So I had emergency surgery on Saturday and I've been in the hospital all weekend. I just was discharged yesterday. But I just want to thank everyone for the calls and the texts. My nurse couldn't believe it. It looked like a funeral home in my room, but but I just want to shout my co-host, you guys, out for just calling and checking up on me. Michael, our co-host who's not here tonight, sent me this beautiful bouquet of flowers to the hospital.
That bitch.
So I really thank you guys for just being there and holding it down, and I appreciate you. But God is good. I'm out. I'm home. I'm laid up, and so.
We love you. We love you.
We love you.
Glad you're here.
Okay.
We are so glad you're back, baby. We were worried.
No doubt.
We are so thankful that you're back. We love
I know.
you.
I can't believe you're actually on tonight. So
we didn't do a show in like 3 weeks, so I said we got to
but
the
still.
kids in.
Anyways, so let's go into things. So just some housekeeping things. This is a show for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. I do not own this material, any of these photos, any of the videos. None of them are mine. So don't sue me.
Or me.
I am actually. We are looking for, if you're in the Chicago area, my partner and I, Daryl, not my marriage partner, but my business partner, Daryl, we are looking for triple threat, well-rounded dancers for performance this summer. Everything's paid. Rehearsals are not paid, but performances are paid. We will be announcing auditions next week or very soon. So if you know anyone who's a dancer and wants to make some money this summer and are passionate, hit me up. Earlier today, I've been reading.
Get the bands right.
Oh no, you're out of here. Moving on. So for the past couple months, I've been watching. I watched what everyone posts, especially my co-host. But I always read. Shaq always has very insightful, very just very interesting stuff she writes about. And I've always said that I want you guys to branch out and do your own things. I want this to be a stepping stone for you all. And so today I was like, it's time for Shaq. It's Shaq's time. And so I was talking and I said, I think it's time for you to do your own show. Of course, continue with our show. But I think it's time. I think you have an audience. I think you have an interesting perspective. And so I would like to announce I will be executive producing Shaq.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
You better work. You better work.
Coming very soon. We're still planning it. We're still trying to figure out what exactly we're gonna do. We have some things up our sleeves. But Shaq, do you have anything to say about?
Leave it to Ashleigh. This was something. It's always been in the background. We talk about things and what we want to do and everything. But I do think I tend to be more creative than organized. And Ashleigh is just really phenomenal at that sort of thing. If Ashleigh ain't gonna organize it for you, he will organize you. And so I'm just grateful that you done pushed me. Because you're right. There are things to talk about. There are things to say. And this isn't always the place or the format. I do think I kind of have an interesting perspective as don't even get me started on all them boxes I check. I mean, I'm just like a minority within a minority within a minority within a minority. It's just sickening.
Maybe you look a minority in your pictures there.
I'm like literally. I'm just like, you know what I mean. So it's an exciting time. I'm really looking forward to it and bringing my voice. But like you said, I am a writer, and so I do write all the time. And this time on the conversation and before was really helpful, right? Because sometimes when you're writing, you're not always speaking, and they're not the same thing. And so it's really been pivotal to have this time to talk and to collect my thoughts and to be able to bring forward what I'm writing and also saying. And so this is exciting. And I hope if I can get like 5 people to watch, you know what I'm saying? That would be so dope. So we're gonna see what happens.
And please please send us anything you need us to promote. We got you. I got you,
Yes,
girl.
we're here for
Yes,
you.
we got you
100%.
supporting. Yes.
It's our
I
pleasure.
also,
Yes.
I also want to make sure you guys are watching Margaritas with Marcus on Thursday night. We like to support each other over here. We don't do that hating stuff. So anything someone does, we like to support.
Everybody
each
can.
other. So Margaritas
Yes,
with
Thursday
Marcus,
nights, baby.
Thursday night, and then Darius, do you still do your show?
No, but I am on I am doing Pyro Media's Power Hour with my brother Kwame on Mondays and Fridays at noon over on Pyro Media, and of course I'm still over on the King Jobs platform.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
So yeah, check everybody out. There's enough out here for us all to eat and do our stuff together and go solo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Shaq's World, baby, coming soon. Tune in. It's gonna be hot. If you've seen the show and you've seen Shaq, baby, you know this gonna show be wild.
It's gonna be something that's gonna keep me together, so I'm not ranting and raving about income inequality for about 45 minutes, because y'all know I can go.
You will.
But you know, sometimes it needs to be said. It needs to be said. So it's okay.
Hello.
All right. So let's jump into the docket. First off, starting tonight, Natasha sent this story to the group, and I thought it was very interesting. It's nothing juicy or a hot topic or anything like that. I just think it's really interesting that Spelman College is going to be the first historically Black college that has online certification program for cosmetic science.
Wow.
I think that's groundbreaking, and I think a lot of our people will benefit from that. I've been to Spelman College. They have a great campus. The teachers are awesome. So I think this is really cool. What do you guys think about this? Like, what do you think? Natasha,
I want to make sure that our
is Natasha there?
science mean.
I'm here.
There you are.
Sorry.
Hold on,
I'm
Marcus.
I'm yelling at a kid.
Oh, what do you think about the story?
I am so excited. So I don't know if you all know, but I actually used to make soap and handmade cosmetics and everything right out of my kitchen. And so I'm so excited for this program. This is going to do so much for formulations and everything specifically for Black skin and just skin of color, and just up the ante with representation. There was such a really cool documentary on Netflix about like Black beauty and hair and makeup and skin, and just how many different Black brands are out there. So this is just really going to make Black care, Black skincare, hair care, all of that just really explode. So I cannot wait to see all of my niece chemists out there, and just seeing how they get into all the mainstream brands and up the representation for that. And even like with the Pantene line that was catered towards curly and kinky hair. I know that they use some Black chemists for those positions too, to formulate those formulas. So I'm so excited. This is like right up my alley. I am just so excited for this.
Darius, what do you think about this?
I don't know much about the topic, but I mean, us Black folk, you know, we are brilliant. So why should we not be in on this? Spelman is a great HBCU. Some of the greatest women in the world come from Spelman. So I'm for it. I'm all for good skin and looking good and everything, you know.
Shaq, you're right down there by Spelman, baby. Do you have any feelings towards this story?
I have so many feelings, but I actually have a very interesting story as we talk about this. So, what people may not know about me is in the corporate world, by trade, my degree is in graphic design. I am a corporate graphic designer, and some years back, I had one of the more interesting interviews I've ever had in my life, and I passed on the position, and it was a very hard thing to do because I really wished I could mold myself into this position because it was perfect for me. And it was with Design Essentials. And Design Essentials is Black owned, and it is located right in Decatur, Georgia. And I accidentally ended up interviewing for their corporate position for the person who was designing all their products and stuff. Again, I ended up passing on it. They did offer it to me, but great company. I mean, it was one of the best interviews I've ever been on. Black owned, doing what I do, and I was just blown away. Like Design Essentials is very famous, very well known right here in Atlanta. And so, the thing that most excites me about seeing something like this, when you think about Miel is real hot right now, Camille Rose, Talia, I think it's what G, and then all these products that we're buying online. We're all buying from each other, from independent people. We have followings. We're doing that all the time. I wish I had a list, but we can't take up that much time. But the point I'm making is that this is already happening. And the neat thing about this degree is it offers an opportunity for it to be certified and or official and or recognized. So what we right now have on Instagram is a whole bunch of PhDs in this very same thing, but they're doing it on their own. And when you're doing it on your own, it's a lot of trial and error. This offers an opportunity to really advance what people are already doing. So this is incredibly exciting to me, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it, what type of Black excellence we get, how it elevates hair care. It opens so many doors, and I just think it's amazing. So I'm super excited about it. And I know about Spelman because I am a lesbian.
Anybody else have anything to say about this topic?
I think this is a real beautiful moment in this culture. It's magic. It's like Black magic, Black gay magic, Black beautiful girl magic, whatever magic you want to. It's just like giving us a voice and letting us know. And that documentary on Netflix, if y'all have not seen it, I recommend you guys watch it, because it goes to a place of us seeing like how it was a struggle for us as Black people for hair, makeup, and skincare. I think this is going to get it.
Baby.
This is gonna open a door. This is gonna open doors up for people that feel like I can't go to college. Well, you can get online. We got all these talented hairstylists and all these talented makeup artists. Go get certified so you can be legit. Exactly. So people can give you that right money. So I think this is a great opportunity for anybody. And Spelman, of all places, it's just putting them in a whole nother caliber. So I'm really grateful to see that this is going to help the Black community see something effortless. So it's a beautiful moment, despite of everything else that's going on in the world. We got something good popping right now.
Yeah. It is a beautiful moment. I'm really excited to see how it unfolds. And
if y'all see me back in school, don't say nothing.
Oh, that's right.
We ain't.
All right, let's move on. Let's get into some of the mess. Dallas Cowboy quarterback Dak Prescott has reportedly filed a lawsuit against a woman for making false sexual assault allegations. According to the lawsuit, the NFL star claims the woman was attempting to extort him for $100 million. USA Today reports that the lawsuit was filed in Texas and claims that Victoria Burley Short and her lawyers attempted to extort him. A demand letter from the woman's lawyers reportedly sent to Prescott January 16th requesting $100 million. Quote, Mrs. Shores has had to live with this pain and trauma for 7 years. It affected her with relationship with her fiance and her everyday existence so much that she had to attend therapy and counseling and will require future therapy and counseling, the letter says. Basically, that was all founded to be a lie. And so now he's suing her. And if you watch our show, I've always been the devil's advocate for stories like this. And even in the comments, it's still sad because some of the comments I was looking at saying, "Oh, be a man, let it go." And if it was
no,
it wouldn't be the opposite way. They'd be ready to cancel him. So I think this is vindication for someone like this to show that women do lie. And I think that this Cassie kind of lawsuit kind of opened the floodgate for people to try to get money any means necessary. Not saying that Cassie did, but people are saying, "Oh, I can get a big bag for saying someone made me feel uncomfortable, I was raped or whatever." So let's talk about this. How are people feeling? Darius, do you want to go first?
I really just want you to put that picture back of him one more time.
I need to see.
No, the other one.
Baby.
Yes, God. Yes.
Yeah, that one.
No, that's all I can say. But in all seriousness, if this woman did try to extort him and she lied about what happened, she needs to pay for that. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Shaq.
You are so right about that devil's advocate, because I think I've been ready to drop kick you every show. But with that being said, I think this is an opportunity where I would really love to see it work in his favor. He get paid, and let me tell you why I want to see him paid. Not only because he obviously deserves it if this is what she's done, but because we need to have instances where people who have been wrong have gotten justice. That actually reinforces people who have been victimized, right? Because it evens the playing field. Right now we've got a situation where men are crying wolf and saying, every time it happens to us, nothing happens. And that only hurts victims who are seeking compensation. So when we see instances where cases are resolved properly and men who have been wronged are paid, I think that does help our cause to, as we call out victimization. Because what we're saying is this isn't an unfair thing. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But right now, because we see so little instances of men getting any type of justice, it does give a lot of the hoteps and the hit dogs an opportunity to dismantle what we're trying to do for victims and the rights of survivors. Because they're like, well, no, men never get justice. So I want to see men get justice so that we can focus on the issue at hand, which is how many of those men are doing wrong, which is a lot of them, but maybe not this one. So I hope that he does see justice. And I also hope that it deters women who do these types of things, because they do make it hard for all the women who don't come forward or who are afraid to come forward. Every time somebody says this and it's wrong, I mean, it just sets us back so far, and we're already so far in the toilet as it is in terms of sexual assault. So I'm all for it. I hope he get paid, or at least a judgment, because she probably ain't got it. But
right, yeah. Tasha, what do you think?
So I, first of all, do not think that's fair to put this on my girl Cassie, because Cassie had overwhelming evidence and she had a long history with that man that made it way believable. But the whole women lying on men, that is something that has been going on forever. Since the beginning of time, women have lied on men, but that's still doesn't make it okay. And I honestly think that women should be prosecuted for lying on men if they have brought forth a lawsuit and tried to extort them for money. I really do think that they should be prosecuted. I think they should be able to be countersued again. They ain't gonna get no money out of them, so the next best thing is a prosecution. But it also needs to this does not mean that we need to not believe women still. Now, this definitely does put a big old hammer in the movement of believe women, because you're lying. And again, like, women lying has gotten men killed. I mean, Emmett Till, hello. So let's just be honest. It is what it is. But yeah, she needs to be prosecuted for it.
Can I ask a question? Why do we think in the comment section it always flips when it's a man? Like, why do you think the people are saying, oh, let it go? Oh, what do they say? What do they say when a guy, this is sassy energy? Like, why?
Because I feel like
money and the privilege. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I also feel like people put more they put more on men to be more to be tougher and not show emotions. And I feel like, hell no, you lied, and my emotions are valid, and I hope he sues the shit out of her. You can't come here and just think, okay, there's a movement, and it goes back to say, like, we still got to believe these people, but then when you have cases like this, it takes away from what the movement is actually trying to do. So I'm grateful that he is standing up for himself and showing that it's not fair, and I'm going to sue your ass. Point blank.
Yeah, Marcus, what about you?
Yeah, just piggybacking on what he said, that bitch needs to fucking feel what justice is. These fucking hoes keep suing us and keep acting like they can get away with it. And you know what? They're doing it with no fucking proof. You know what? It's time for us to get the lick back and let them know, you know what? You can't sue me, bitch. I need real fucking proof. And I'm so thankful this guy's got enough proof to fucking sue her back, because his whole career could have been destroyed because this bitch felt some type of way. So you know what? We need to support our brothers. We need to stop bashing them in the comments. We need to actually give them a chance, because guess what? When it's a white actor that does something like this, we're all like, gee willikers, we love you. Let's try it again. But as soon as it's a black actor, it's like, oh, well, he did it. He did. Go ahead, Darius.
Fellas, this is a little tone deaf, though. There are two things that I have to point out before we move on. First of all, at this point, it's becoming common knowledge that there is a serious backlog on rape kits across the country, right? So when women get rape kits, they are often sitting somewhere on a shelf. I think there was a story not long ago in Detroit where it was like hundreds of rape kits that hadn't been tested, and women had these rape kits turned in years ago. So that's a very big issue right at first. The next issue is that one of the least prosecuted crimes, right, is rape cases. All right. So women who report rape, look up the statistics. I'm not making this up. You can very easily look this up. Most rape cases are not prosecuted. All right. Now, when you put those two things together, and then you go, well, why do the comments flip? It's because it is such an imbalance in terms of how sexual assault is treated towards women. And it has tainted the process so that, yes, men who are being victimized are also minimized. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying that we do have a problem across the board. And the most important thing that black men, white men, all men could do was start supporting women when it comes to sexual assault. If all that smoke y'all got for this woman, have it for the men who are out here committing sexual assault. If you join and help women, it will indirectly help you. And y'all not doing that. But I feel y'all though.
No, I mean, yeah, I think both sides are valid, but I also think that in this instance we gotta support him. But if it was the other way around, we needed to, like, I don't care what race you are, if you get raped or someone accuse you of rape, we gotta be fair. Like, so I think, like, we have a lot of cases. There's still more shit coming out about Diddy and all these other people that have been like accused. But then you got this one person that is in here playing football. His, like Marcus said, his whole career could have been shattered right before his eyes. Yeah. So it's like we got to take a step back and say, okay, we got to think about when men cry wolf too. We got to also believe them. But there's more women getting cry wolf. So I think there's just a lack of people doing what needs to be done with these rape kits. So I think they need to figure out something. But when you have someone that's like all blaming a person that's saying like, oh, you raped me, but then you don't have no proof, and then you get called in a lie, you need to get drugged. I'm sorry. They need to drag you out, girl.
The culture is so horrible. I could literally right now go to the police station and say Ashleigh raped me, and they're not even gonna give a fuck. I don't have to give them any proof.
Yeah, they might laugh at
you. Raped me, like I need a bitch. They're gonna go to Ashleigh before they even ask him anything. They're gonna arrest him. That's disgusting.
I don't know. I think you're generous with that.
I think he's right.
Firsthand.
I think he's right. But yeah, let's move on. We got a lot of stuff to get through tonight. But yeah, I think that's an important story, and I think we need, like Tamar said, we need to support him. All right, moving on. My girl Northwest is working on her debut album called Elementary School Dropout. Do we think this is sending a bad message to kids with the title of the album? And a lot of kids are on YouTube and TikTok and Insta these days, and they don't see North in school. All they see is her traveling around the world with her dad on stage, singing and dancing, and say, oh, I want to do that. So do we think now this is sending a wrong message? Like, she's saying Elementary School Dropout, playing off her dad's debut album. We know what that means, but a lot of kids don't. So, Marcus, what do you think about this? Is it?
You know what? I don't think that it's a bad message, because you got to remember, the people that are going to be buying this album, the people that are actually going to be doing something, aren't the little 11 or 6-year-olds that are in elementary school. You got to remember, the demographic that she's hitting is her dad's demographic. We're the ones that are hearing the beats. We're the ones that are like, oh shit, North is killing it. And like you said, it's a knockoff of her dad's album, High School Dropout. I think this is not a big deal. She's probably not even going to release the album for like another 3 years. It's just like him putting like, more like momentum and spice and like, adding more shit to like his rollout of the album. So I think it's cute, but I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Shaq?
Oh, I absolutely think we have something to worry about. We need to be worried about this little girl. What we are seeing, what's crazy to me when I think about North and her trajectory and how she's blown up and her parents. So Kanye has taken all of his, 40 years to become Kanye. Northwest was born Kanye. I can't imagine what that means for that child. I cannot even begin to imagine. But fortunately, she has rich parents, and I pray that they will guide her in the best way possible. But again, I really, if I don't say anything else, I need to say that Kanye became Kanye. In North, it's just Kanye by birth. And that's terrifying because while we may love Kanye, we have also been scared for Kanye and scared of Kanye. And so to see that level of everything on this small little being,
but why is that terrifying? He knows what he's gone through, so now he knows how to nurture his daughter.
No.
He still hasn't gotten a handle on himself.
But how do we know?
Yeah,
we only know
I pray that she's okay. I pray that she's okay.
We don't know what's going on in these
worrisome for me as a parent to think that this level of hype now is targeting smaller children, because at the end of the day, marketing is targeting, and I'm not tripping on it, right? Because we will do our best to control what our children see, but this level of mammoth fame, it's something, right? We're living in a new age. North's generation is going to be that's the generation that knows nothing but what we've spent 20, 30, 40, 50 years learning and being indoctrinated. This is all they know. They're on a new frontier. And, we can talk about all the benefits, but we have to admit that there are also pitfalls. And I think that she's going to end up being a social experiment in this level of fame.
But why do we immediately have to assume that it's a pitfall? She has two successful parents that have gone through hellfire and brimstone in social media, so they know exactly what it takes to keep the image together now. So why do we have to automatically think that it's going to be negative?
Don't end up
North has the perfect. North literally has the perfect people to guide her in her career. Kim Kardashian, who Kris Jenner is like.
You seen that boy?
On the contrary, do not compare Chad Hanks, who wants to be Jamaican and black.
Okay, hold on. We're getting off course. Darius, what do you have to say about this? You're kind of, I know you don't deal with the Kardashians. What do you think about
brother?
He looked disgusting.
It's not that I don't deal with the Kardashians, but one thing I will say about the Kardashians, they exploit the hell out of their family members. This girl is baby, she's just barely out the cooch, and they already marketing her. I'm concerned for her just because of who her parents are, both of them, because they neither one of them parent model of the year.
Right.
I am concerned about the messaging of this album, and I think it's incumbent upon parents to really to be on top of their children about what they, as much as they can, about what they listen to, what they take in, because this girl lives a life. She was born into a life of privilege. She is not the average kid growing up in this country today.
Yeah.
So we need to stress the importance of education, because she lives a privileged life.
Yeah.
That's not.
You guys, we're taking this a little too deep. It's not that serious. She's not telling people to join the neo-Nazi fucking army.
No, she's not. She's not. But kids are impressionable.
Yeah, and you know what? It's up to the parents to make sure that their kid doesn't drop out of elementary.
Let me tell you,
I think it's equally important for parents to be on top of as much as they can what their children take in.
Rescue Ranger when I was 5 years old. Was it my parents' responsibility to tell me I wasn't a squirrel? I figured that out on my own.
You're a squirrel, yeah. If your mom and dad as a mother of a young daughter, what do you think about this
It is a little concerning. I am a little concerned for her to be thrusted on with her own project, with her own stardom, with already her two mega superstar parents. That's a lot for any child. And we have seen how Beyonce and Jay-Z have really kept Blue hidden. Instead of really thrusting her into the spotlight on her own with her own projects and things like that. And even just her being on her mom's tour, we saw how
maybe
that
Blue
was
didn't want her.
Y'all remember
Maybe
Willow
Blue didn't
Smith?
want it like that.
I can't say for sure, but I can say that Blue got a black grandmama, and she got somebody that's gonna say, sit your ass down.
But you can't,
okay?
you can't compare Blue's life to like.
Y'all remember Willow
like,
Smith?
They're different
There's a
trajectories.
difference. There
Willow?
is a difference. I don't see anybody in North's camp, in her family, that is gonna be, sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Why
would they?
Hold on.
Why would they?
I think Kanye might be the one to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a maybe.
He don't sit himself down, so
that's what I'm saying.
What's going on in
He don't take his medication half the time. He gonna sit down. He gonna be in the
the new album, the new album's amazing. I cannot stop listening to the album. Through his music, I hear happiness. Like, I haven't heard this type of happiness in his music in a while. So if you guys haven't heard his album, I really recommend you guys listen to it.
Yeah. Okay.
I personally think that this is just a marketing scheme. I feel as a parent, if you do not want your kids listening to this type of stuff, do not let them listen to it. I feel like with parents today, they allow their kids to do whatever they want. But if you got a black grandma and a black mama like we grew up with, they're not gonna let you do all that. I just feel like that. I feel like Kanye West is not going to let his daughter go in the wrong direction. Now I may be wrong, but I feel like from hearing his music, I feel like he's in a different headspace, like mentally. Like, I can hear it because I haven't heard him record this type of music in a long time, and I am a huge Kanye West fan, and I stopped listening to him because all his stuff sounded crazy. But I hope.
Do me a favor and stop talking over each other, because everyone it fades out when somebody else is talking. So continue, Tamar.
I hope this is with the album that she's bringing out, it may be a different message. We may just see this title of this album, but she could be in her music telling kids, like, do stay in school and you can achieve certain things. But we never know, because with Kanye West, we don't know when he brings out music. He's a marketing genius, and he does things different. And so I don't know. I'm on the fence with it. I'm not a parent, but all I can say is that I hope that it's not going to lead people's kids into the wrong direction.
Well, speaking of Kanye, you kind of rolled into our next docket. Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign have come up with this new plan to put their albums straight directly on their own website. Ye announced that they were instead considering selling it directly to his Yeezy.com website for $20 a copy. In his reasoning, the duo noted, if you have 20 million, let's say you have 20 million Instagram followers, and each one of them buys your album directly from you, you can cut out the middleman, the streaming service, which gives maybe artists 3 cents per, three pennies per album. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that's a good idea if artists start going directly to the consumer, cutting out the middleman? Do we think that'll, change?
I think an artist like the following that Yeezy has is a perfect example of how he's about to make so much freaking money. He's the perfect artist. He has the type of fans that he could sell something from the 99-cent store, and the 99-cent store would be engulfed from like the end of the line for like blocks and blocks. He's gonna make so much money. Like, he's a genius. He's cutting the middleman out, like you stated. He doesn't need Spotify. He doesn't need Apple Music to stream his music. Kanye West fans are so loyal. They will do anything for this man. Him and Ty are about to fucking break so many records. This album's gonna debut at #1, and it's gonna break so many records on Billboard without any promotion on their fucking system. Watch.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with Marcus. It's great for them. It's just
wait. Everyone and the internet, I need this documented. Can you say that one more time, Shaq?
I agree with Marcus. And
Thank
now
you.
I'm going to counter
Have a great night,
it.
everybody.
And now I'm going to counter it because while it's great for them, it's terrible for us. I'm going to sum this up very simply. Once upon a time, we had cable and it sucked. And so then they all broke out and all the places started making their own streaming thing. And it was great because screw cable, we're going to get Netflix. And then screw cable, we're going to get this. And then we fast forward to 2024 and we've got Netflix, we got Disney Plus, we got HBO Max, we got We are paying so much money now and we're watching 32 different streamers. We're paying more than we paid for cable unless we got a buddy who we can piggyback on. And now it's kind of exhausting. So now you kind of have to choose. But now imagine that applied to music. Because how many different songs do you have on one playlist? Are we going to go to every single individual website to look up music? Like, what do we do? What if we want to hear more than one? So it's great if you just want to stream one block of music and you like this artist. But I do think in the end, it can kind of end up being a disaster for those of us who like playlists or those of us who want to bounce around or everything. Are we going to have to subscribe to every music artist website? I think
no.
More
You're
sense.
You're gonna have to subscribe to Spotify for $9.99.
Hey, artists properly because that's why they're doing this. That's why they're doing this. What we need is a system in place where artists are properly compensated. And that does not exist. So artists are getting creative and they're getting this smart and they're owning their own content. They're doing their thing. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that in the end, all this ends up screwing us, the end user. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool now. It's great. But again, I happen to like playlists and listen to different artists. And so I don't know, but I'm sure Kanye's gonna make a bag. All this is about Kanye making a bag. I would love a bag.
We'll see. I'm interested to see what happens and how Kanye will how Kanye's going to kind of look out and roll out. I almost called her Blue North's album and his new ideas and everything. So we'll be looking out for that. So moving on. RuPaul Charles has decided not to return as co-host of the hit spin-off series Drag Race Down Under. However, RuPaul will reportedly remain as the show executive producer. In a recently released statement, the 63-year-old mentioned who will take his place, and that has been Michelle Visage. He says, in quote, "It has been my great honor to bring Drag Race to the Australian culture. I can't wait to see the franchise continue to flourish under the leadership of the incredible Michelle Visage." So, do we think this is a sign of things to come?
Oh yeah.
We don't know why. Hold on, let me finish. We don't know why he has decided to do this. Maybe he's too tired. He's hosting like 6 other parts of the franchise. Do we think that we're going to start seeing more of this from him? What do you think about this?
I think this is an amazing thing. I think, RuPaul, I mean, people can say what they want. I love him. I think he has really put drag into this momentum that we never could imagine. Mm-hmm. But I think this is a good thing because he's getting older and he's still going to be making money. So now he's probably like, you know what? Maybe I should just let other people come in and let them be the face, but me still be the brains behind it. I don't think that no one's ever going to forget him. I think that sometimes we need to take a step back and rejuvenate ourselves. And if we're doing so much, people get burnt out on us. So I think this is a great thing for him. He's still going to be RuPaul. Nothing's going to get away, but there's so many different countries and you can't be everywhere at once. So you need someone to come in and make things be possible. So I think that's his best friend. Why not take someone over there that you trust that's going to really do well with this show? Because Down Under is really a good franchise. It just needs more momentum. And I don't think it's a bad idea for her to come on board.
Darius?
I think anybody with a product, you have to think about longevity. You have to think about the future.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about what your product is going to look like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line. RuPaul is legendary. But you got to think about the future of your brand. You want it to continue after you, and that means as you're bringing all these people onto your platforms and allowing them to shine, also opening those doors of opportunity for them. And that to me, that just ensures that your product is going to continue. RuPaul is still the brains, executive producer, the owner. So RuPaul is going to bank regardless. And RuPaul is never going to be forgotten, but there's nothing wrong with thinking ahead and having a long-term strategy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shaq?
I think RuPaul is doing what every truly successful business person does in entertainment. You may start in front of the camera, but the end goal and the money is behind, right? Okay. So RuPaul is the personality, the brand that launches it, and it's time for RuPaul to go chill and allow other people to build his stuff and work for him. It's time for him to stop working and for everybody to start working for him. It's just the natural progression of someone who is just really and truly successful. So good for him. I mean, he's winning.
Yeah, Marcus, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think this is a prelude to what's going to happen to the American season. Australia is the second most popular series. So I think it's really telling that she's giving all the power to Marcel Versace and still going to be executive producer. I would say within the next 2 years, we're going to get an announcement that she's also going to be hosting the American version of it. So I think, RuPaul deserves it. RuPaul literally put drag on the market, on the mainstream. She was the first drag queen ever in 1995 to perform on Club MTV. I mean, in 1995, bitches didn't give a fuck about drag queens. They were still getting beat up. So the simple fact that RuPaul set the standard of what drag queens are, this is beautiful. Now she can sit back, enjoy her money. And guess what? It's going to be so cool when she comes back for like the special little appearances. But she needs to relax and enjoy her money. She's worked hard. So I'm excited to see what Michelle has.
That's why we don't have a Rihanna, or is it Rihanna? That's why we don't have a Rihanna album. Because,
Tasha, what do you think about this?
First of all, I did not know he was 63, but yeah, I guess he would be like around my parents' ages. So I don't even watch Drag Race like that, but I knew who Michelle is because I listened to his podcast. And so I know that she was a co-host. So I know that those two have worked close enough, long enough that her name is synonymous with his. And so I think that it would be a pretty easy transition for people to accept for her co-host, for her hosting for Australia. And then, like you said, Marcus, to transition that to the US down the road. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this is going to work out for everybody.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I also think Drag Race needs a new chapter. Like, not anything against RuPaul. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's been the same thing. I'm excited for like new energy, new challenges, like a new face. So I think it's really great for the drag community in general. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes too. We'll see. Moving on, Lady Gaga is in the news, and here we go with the mess. We're about to get into it. I can tell. This is always a sticky situation with our panel. Lady Gaga pins a note on Instagram that says, "It's appalling to me that a post about National Women's Day by Dylan Mulvaney and myself would be met with such vitriol and hatred. When I see a newspaper reporting on hatred but calling it backlash, I feel it's important to clarify that hatred is hatred, and this kind of hatred is violence. Backlash would imply that people who love or respect Dylan and me didn't like something that we did. This is not backlash, this is hatred. But it is not surprising. Give me the immense work that it's obvious we still have to do with the society that makes room for transgender lives to be cherished in the moment, not only of Dylan, but to the trans community who continue to lead the way with their endless grace and inspiration in the face of constant degradation, intolerance, and physical verbal violence." Dylan Mulvaney was met, I guess he posted for International Women's Day. Someone, I guess he didn't like the response he got from someone wishing him International Women's Day. And now I guess the question is, I pose to our audience and to our co-host, should trans be allowed, or be respected on a day such as National Women's Day or National Men's Day, or should we have a Trans Day? That is
National
the
Trans Day. National Trans Day. Women are women.
Hold on. That is the question that was posed on Instagram, and the comments got really sticky, of course. So Marcus, what were you gonna say?
You know what? I love trans. I love my trans sisters. They're the bomb. But you know what? National Women's Day is for those women that are like fucking pregnant, going through it, having babies, like getting divorced and left with like 7 kids, like working 7 jobs. Like National Women's Day is for like women, you know what I mean? Like, you know that poster of that white lady that she looks like that with like that little fucking thing? That's what I feel like with National Women's. Trans women are amazing, but you know what? Let them have National Trans Women's Day because they're a National Trans Women's Day. But they should not be celebrating a woman's day. I mean, that's why women are always upset with trans women because they always feel like they're always trying to steal their shit. Like that's the number one problem that women, that cis women have with trans women. It's like, you're always trying to steal my shit. I got a period. I got a pussy. Like they always feel like they're trying to steal it. So like, let's stop the drama. Let the women have their day and let the trans women have their day. So I agree that women, the cis women, natural born women should celebrate National Women's Day because it's their day.
Darius?
So let's see how
I've been waiting on Darius. Take it, Darius.
So
we don't have to.
I know that I work in public health, so I work with lots of trans people of trans experience. And I know that there is a culture when it comes to trans, there's different schools of thought. There are some trans people that do feel that they fit into the women's sphere of womanhood. There are some that, like T.S. Madison, for example, who does not say she is a woman. She understands that she is a trans woman, which to some could fit into under the sphere of womanhood. Bottom line, there's going to be some people that's going to be like, okay, cool. It's going to be some other people like, no, ma'am, you got a penis, so you got a self-made cooch. But I don't think women who are born with a cooch and who have a period need to feel intimidated. They can't steal your cooch. I don't care how good. I don't care what surgeon made them one.
But they do.
It ain't gonna never be like yours.
But they do.
It ain't gonna never be like yours. They ain't gonna never have the hormones that you have. They ain't gonna never have the period that you have.
You can't tell them how to feel about a certain type of way when like
I can't tell people. That's what I say. Regardless of this issue, people are gonna feel how they want to feel.
Yeah, I just feel like
I don't think Dylan.
As well.
Hold on. I don't think Dylan is a good representation of trans women. To be honest, he looks like a boy in a skirt to me. I'm just gonna be honest.
For shame.
He looks like a boy in a skirt. He looks like a skinny, flat Taylor Swift with a bad wig.
Ain't Taylor Swift already flat?
That's my opinion. I don't think he's a good representation of trans. I just think he's a boy playing in a dress.
Okay, Darius. Now, I love me some T.S. Madison down, just like I know you do. Now, but what is the dip? Now, when you go saying that about Dylan, what if somebody said that about T.S. Madison?
The difference is T.S. Madison never ever went around here and said she's a woman. She told everybody from the beginning she got titties on the top and dick at the bottom.
Yep.
She made videos with her Johnson swinging at the door. She will tell you she is not a woman. She is a trans woman. She does not try to push her way into that space. Mm-hmm. That's the difference.
You're right. Yeah. You're right, and I give you that. So you're right about that. Tamar.
This is such a touchy subject. I know a lot of trans people, especially being in the ballroom scene, and the ones I know they don't try to take away from women. They have a lot of women around them. They respect women, and it gets so tricky when you have a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about that don't really have trans friends. The ones I know, they never try to downplay a woman. Never. The women around, most trans women have a lot of women around them that have taught them how to be women. And a lot of women.
So, but
where
I don't want to miss this question. Do we need to have a day for trans?
I don't think I don't. I personally I don't.
Yes.
With the
I don't personally think we need to. Like, I think what Darius said, there's nothing that you can do to take away from someone being a woman. If you are a trans woman and you consider yourself a woman, why the hell do I have the right to tell you that you can't have this day? Like,
because it's not your day.
Let's get some women's opinion. Natasha, what do you think about this?
So I think that there should be a separate day, but for a different reason.
Thank you, Natasha.
I believe that the journey to womanhood is different for a woman that is born a woman, that has felt a woman, and that is biologically a woman. I believe that is a different journey to womanhood for a trans woman, for someone that had to reconcile with the fact that I am not in my correct body. Mm-hmm. I do want to transition to another gender. Those are two completely different journeys, and I think that there should be respect for both. And I think that each of them have their own stories. I can never have the same story with the trans woman about her journey to womanhood. Our stories are not the same. They're never going to be the same. Mm-hmm. They're just not. And but I respect that. And that's the thing. And so I think for a different reason that there should be a different day for trans women day and trans men day. Because I do know some trans people, not a ton, but I do know some. That's a totally different experience. Totally different experience than my daddy took me out to play football and took me out to play fishing and taught me how to shoot a gun and ride a motorcycle. Mm-hmm. No, I was daddy's girl. I was daddy's princess, and I had to come home and tell daddy that I wanted to be one of the boys.
I wanted to be on the tractor.
I wanted to be on the track team. I wanted to be on the football team. That is such a different journey that I think that there is room to explore all of both stories, both experiences, and to respect both separately. And not saying that they can't be merged together as far as just mutual respect. But I believe that they could be and should be honored separately because they are two different things.
Okay, Shaq, what do you think?
I think that everything that Natasha said is very beautiful. And I think that where we are now in current time, and the way that the world currently works, everything that Natasha said.
Sorry.
Go ahead. But I think I can just keep talking. It's fine. They can look in the bottom and find me. I think the way the world currently works, everything that Natasha said is absolutely correct, and I'm with it. But I can admit that I would love to live in the world where one day there is room for everybody under the umbrella women. Because let's take what Natasha said about how the trans woman experience is so different from the biological woman experience. Well, when you get all the biological women together, all of their experiences are so different too. There's so many different experiences for you as a Black woman, as a white woman, as a Latina woman, as a poor woman, as a broke woman, we can just go like people are infinite in terms of change. And so if we look at it under that umbrella, the what we should be doing is having more nuanced conversations about womanhood and what womanhood looks like. Does it look like a trans woman? Does it look like a biological woman? Does it look like a Black woman? What I'm saying is that underneath this umbrella, womanhood is expansive. And one day I would love to live in a world where where how you got the woman, all that is a minor quibble. And it's just like, this is who we are. We're women in our own way, from our own experience. I would like to be able to talk about that. I am a woman, but I am a trans woman. And because I am a trans woman, this is what my womanhood looks like. And because I am a biological Black woman from this neighborhood, this is what my womanhood looks like. I think that's where I love to see us, but we're not there.
No one's denying where everyone's womanhood is from.
is what Natasha said. But I mean, listen, I would be highly annoyed if they said let's celebrate Women's Day and then they stood me up as a black fat lesbian born to a 13-year-old mother, single mom, adoptive parent. If they put me up on a panel and then grab some hokey toe white girl from I don't know Kansas and say, yo, women, and I'd be like, yeah, but we different kind of women. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
well, you just proved our point.
Different. That's different. I don't care because you're both still women, and you're still natural born women.
Exactly.
I don't care if you're a 350 pound, 5'2" woman compared to Naomi Campbell. You still are women. Trans
women.
In my perfect world, all women end up under the same umbrella.
But I've never had a conversation with my mom to tell her that I was a woman.
Exactly. So I'm sorry, babe, but in this instance, A and B are never going to meet to C. They need to have a Trans Women's Day, keep Nationals Women's Day.
Like I said, I think what Natasha said,
Booty Day.
But I would love to simplify it one day. I think that people maybe not today.
It's not easy to simplify.
But I think we are. Well, that's today. But we are definitely. But as my very very good friend told me once, language evolves, right? Mm-hmm. And so at some point, language will evolve, and I look forward to getting to the place where language evolves. But I
do too, and we have to move on. I thought this was a very important topic to have on the docket.
Shout out to my friend Marie for telling me that. She got me together one day.
All right, so let's move on to our new subject. We got to get to Fashion Files, and Brittany is going to be coming soon. So our next subject, we don't talk about him a lot. I don't think we've ever talked about him on our panel. Ty Tribbett is in the news. He has the Black church completely up in arms. He is a preacher of a mega church. He's a best-selling gospel recording artist as well. He was on the Breakfast Club the other day and was asked a question, and now the Black church is totally up in arms. So let's see what he had to say on the Breakfast Club about the church. Let me get this. Here we go.
Systems work with or without God. Mm-hmm. So I think the institution of church is whack. I think how church is ran is whack. I think the religious system and structure is whack. I don't subscribe to it, even though I grew up in it, I benefited from it, but I learned that God is not the church. And once I realized, whoa, God ain't church. That for me, you know what I mean? I ain't from the streets, I'm from the church. So that was a huge thing as well.
It's in the Bible, though. It says you can't even find God in a man-made temple.
Why don't we read that, though? How often do you hear that sermon?
Oh, these young kids, they're ruining it.
What do we think about? Well, I want to go to Darius first. Darius, me and you being, and I don't know if anybody else, I know me and Darius are really into the kind of Black church culture.
Me too.
Darius, what do you think about this?
I think we're talking about two different things. I think he's talking about church as an institution, where biblically we should understand rather that the church is not the institution. The people are the church. It's not the brick and mortar. It's not your particular denomination. It's the people. We are the church. Now you go to your local assembly, wherever that may be, at whatever address. I think what Ty Tribbett is talking about, the institution of church and how church has become, it's a business.
Big business.
It's a business. It's big business, and it is big money. And we are seeing in this present days, we're seeing where there's a falling away of people attending church, giving their money, giving their time, because people are awakening to the fact that this is business, and that you don't necessarily have to be within the business to have a relationship with God. Jesus in the Bible, Jesus was the bridegroom to the church. Now there weren't no big churches back in those days.
Right.
People are the church. He was married to the people, and I think when we have forgotten that along the way, he's not married to the precepts. He's not married to your religious practices, to your religious doctrine. He is married to you, the people. I think that's what Ty Tribbett was trying to say.
Yeah, I think people got him. The Black church is so sensitive. I don't understand when they became this sensitive. They want to disagree with everything someone has to say or critique the church. And I think it's just really it's exhausting. And without mentioning any names, some of the individuals who are under our current Church of God in Christ bishop, some of his closest people were online telling Ty to shut up and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's just, I don't know. I'm exhausted over it. Us arguing about stuff like this.
I think you might be confusing sensitive with uneducated.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because when we begin to hear the types of things that Ty is saying, I do think he could have said it a little better. But then, I mean, do we expect him to be a scholar? He on the Breakfast Club, he chilling, and they don't hit him with a question, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, as we begin to learn more, right, and as we become more educated and we move into those circles and we do get the degrees, and then we start exploring mental health and all these different things. It's just about evolving, right, and learning new things and then traveling or being exposed to different religions and all these things. It's kind of what happened with Malcolm X. If anybody knows the story of Malcolm X, who Malcolm X was as a Muslim when he started versus where he was when he was killed, completely different. And what happened was evolution and education. And so what happens as you have money and you have comfort and you learn more and you pursue more, and everybody doesn't choose that route, but clearly Ty has, you start to look at it just a little bit different. I think that I think that religion is an excellent tool for hurting the masses. And often hurting the masses involves a level of ignorance, right? Because that is how you lead people in that way, or that is how you herd people in that way, is you give them something bigger than themselves to believe in. And maybe they believe into that. They buy into that as opposed to having a more nuanced approach or a more educated approach to all the things around them, right? So religion has often been used to persecute people, to keep people together, to isolate them. Cults, we see that all the time, how religion can be used to hurt the ignorant, and to keep people from learning more and from advancing and from growing, right? And so that does happen. And so I think Ty is just having a very educated approach to it, and he's saying, look, religion is dangerous. What they're doing, this is not what it's about. Could he have said it better? Yes, I think he could have. And I think if he had said it better, then I do think people still would have attacked. Right?
Yeah, of course.
But I think that we would have been having a better conversation about it. We on this panel as people who are a little older, a little more educated, thinkers, right? And so we that's why I say we're confusing sensitive with uneducated, because educated people are able to have this conversation and it not blow up like that. And there are many people in religion who are educated and who can speak differently. But people like that don't get platforms. People in flashy suits, like an upcoming topic, are usually the ones who get the attention, which is unfortunate. That's my
does anyone else have anything to say, or do you want to move on to our next one?
Next. I remember seeing him a couple of years ago, and he did he went live on Instagram, and he was talking about how he was getting canceled for going against the church. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I see him pop up, and he has a concert coming up, and he has all these cities coming on. So now he's like promoting himself. He hasn't never changed his way of feeling the way he's feeling about the church. I think now that he is able to be on these platforms, he's going to start speaking up more. And a lot of people are starting to get away from the church. And I think it's great, because religion it limits on what you can spiritually do within yourself. Mm-hmm. And God should be what you think God should be. So I think this is a good opportunity for people to start waking up. That's my opinion.
Religion as a subjugation tool is whack. And yeah. Nah, people not feeling it, and people are more educated. People are becoming smarter slowly but surely.
All right. we got a couple more. I might skip one because we really it's 8:40. We gotta get to our next segment. I want to touch this one because I think this is a very, very, very important story, and you're gonna be surprised where I sit with it.
It's about to upset me.
This young lady, Sai Amomba, I want to say, I hope I'm not butchering her name, was cast as the lead in the Color Purple musical, one of the Broadway touring productions. And she got fired over her Facebook post. She played Celie in the national touring company of the Color Purple, and this was her post in 2014. Some Christians have completely misconceived the issue of homosexuality. They have begun to twist the word of God. It is clearly evident in Corinthians 6:9-11 what the Bible says on this matter. I do not believe you can be born gay, and I do not believe homosexuality is right. Though the law of this land has made it legal, doesn't mean it's right. I do believe that everyone sins and falls into temptation, but it's by the asking of forgiveness, repentance, and the grace of God that we overcome and live how God ordained us to, which is that a man should leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become the flesh. I won't read the whole thing. Basically, this was her post, and the production fired her for posting this, and she countersued them back by saying this is her religious belief. You shouldn't be fired by your religious beliefs from a job. And since it's a theater, the theater community, they say, well, you can't be, gay bashing. You can't put your beliefs off on us. So they let her go. The comments online got really racy, and the theater nerds came out to bash her. And so basically, to make a long story short, I posed the question, was this right? A lot of people were saying, well, you were in a production of The Color Purple, which is a queer story. How can you feel this way and play that role? My opinion about this is, you're an actor. It's a job. Religion are all three different things. They should not be based together. They should not be clumped together. I think this woman should be given her job back. And I think they owe her some money too. That's my opinion. What do we think? Let's go to Darius. I want to hear what you have to say about this one.
I don't agree with her, but I do respect her right to have her opinion and feel how she wants to feel. I don't think that was just cause to fire her. Everybody has an opinion, just like they have an asshole. Everybody has one, and she's entitled to believe what she wants to believe, whether I agree with it or not. I don't think that was cause to fire her. And
people in the comments were saying, yes, it's America, it's free speech, but free speech does not equate to, being not transphobic, but homophobic. And I think that's the typical theater nerd that would say that. What do you think, Tasha? I mean, you're not in the theater world, and you're not in. So, what do you think about this?
I'm just trying to figure out why she even auditioned for The Color Purple of all. Like, of all the plays, like The Color Purple girl, really? Like,
well, no. Let me say this. So if I'm an actor and I want a job, and I go out and see, they're doing the trying to think of a show. Okay, let's say I'm not a Christian and I go audition for Jesus Christ Superstar, and I'm atheist. I don't believe in Jesus. Doesn't mean I'm not an actor or a fine singer. I couldn't tear this role up. I just don't. I'm not a Christian. Doesn't mean I can't.
You can believe that, but why do you need to put a whole post up about it, especially in the midst of you doing the show? That's when you get your money, you shut up, and you just sit down and collect your coins and do the job. That's it. That's all. So when you decide that you want to mix your personal opinion, especially at the time that you're doing the project of a very well-known gay story within the project that you're trying to do, then you kind of screwed yourself out of your own money, idiot. Shut up. Make your money. And that's the problem with this generation, honestly. They talk too much. They never shut the hell up. They talk too much. They want to go to social media for
Everything.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Just shut your damn mouth and make your money and be the best actress that you can be so you can go ahead and get your next job booked and go ahead and get your Tony. Like, why would you even do that? So now you got everybody looking at you crazy. Who's going to want to work with you now? Nobody. So now, what does this look like for you in the future? Okay, so yes, you're a Christian. Amazing, beautiful. Why do we need to know that while you were auditioning or even working on The Color Purple with a huge gay storyline? Why?
Okay, one of our a co-hosts who was supposed to be on tonight, but she had the last minute conflict, Katrina said, I think that's the problem. Why do we always have to shut up? Well, Katrina, first, you're in our generation, so you're 40. So I don't understand what you mean by that, but I don't think there's a time and place for everything. And you're right. Yeah. Generation always feels they need to be heard, or they need to clap back, or they need to
make something known. Why did anybody need to know that? Why? What did that do for her? What did that do for anybody?
Because she was probably getting judged by others. So, well, I don't know.
She needs to reconcile that with her family and her loved ones and let them know where she stands on if she wants to be a part of the theater world and go ahead and make her money, and that's her passion, and she wants to actually be a theater actress, or if she wants to be a traveling pastor, I guess. I don't know.
The theater world can be a lot like the church. They're they like to blackball you if you have your own opinion. That's why I was like, I'm out. I'm starting my own stuff. You can't blackball me. You can't sue me. I'm doing. I can say what I want to say. We got to move on. But Shaq, do you have anything to say about this?
Oh my God! I hate when I agree with you, but I agree with Ashley. Listen, you know why she applied? Because her rent is $2,000. She need a job, and she's a little young, so she has not read the book. You know, she ain't read that book. Anyway, yeah, I know it's famous to us, not to her. And if she has had any contact with it, it's not the book. She saw the Steven Spielberg version, and you know, a lot of that gay stuff wasn't really up in there, so they don't know that anyway. But with all that being said, she needed a job, and at the end of the day, you know, if we want to make the argument that Christians should make gay cakes, then we need to make the argument that Christians can do gay roles and not like it and talk bad about it. To the point of this generation talks too much, you are correct. But guess what? They are the future, not us. We are
all right.
Let them talk. The world has to evolve. Language evolves, and sometimes we don't like how it happens. But it happens, and these babies speak up.
All right.
Actually, it's painful.
Let's move on to our segment of the show, Fashion Files. It's my favorite segment, and we have to invite our girl Brittany on. Brittany, are you there?
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Brittany. Y'all. Can y'all see me?
No. Hey, girl.
Not yet.
Hold on. Hold on.
She said, "What a video."
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
How is everybody? Hi.
Brittany, how was your weekend?
It was good. How was y'all's?
Oh, girl, good.
Good.
Well, you know how mine was, but
are you feeling better?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Good.
But we got to get into some of these Oscar looks.
I love fashion.
Let's do it.
First off, before we... Sorry, guys, I got a call. First, we got to give props to where props is due. Iris Marnfeld, she was the matriarch of fashion. But I mean, after Anna Wintour, it's Iris. Everyone knows her for her big, good gaudy accessories. A couple of years ago, she did a line with H&M, a collaboration which sold out in minutes. I was there. My mom sent me to get some stuff for her. It sold out literally in 5 minutes. So the fashion world, we lost something huge, and I choose one of my favorites. That's why I love accessories the way I do. I just put on all kind of gaudy stuff because Iris did it, and
was she like 104 or 103?
She was 103, and I think her birthday was the day after she died. So
wow.
She had bad bitch energy.
Good props to her. But moving on, so the Oscars was this week, and with the Oscars comes after parties and events and special luncheons and brunches and everything. So we have looks from everything. But our first look on the docket tonight. This woman just got on my radar a couple months ago, and she's been everywhere. She was in the front seat at the Balenciaga show a couple weeks ago. She was at the front row of this Loewe show a couple weeks ago. And to be a bigger girl and to be in the front row of all these shows and to have dressers dressing you, I think is awesome. So we have the first look we have tonight is, let me get it right. Hold on, I'm sorry, you guys. My notes, my phone was freezing.
Well, I love when you represent people. Hey!
Oh, that's cute.
I think this was best dressed. She was dressed in, this was... I forgot what... this was... Brittany, do you remember what this was?
I don't.
Ooh.
Hold on. Oh, this was Versace. 10s across the board. What do we think? Love it or hate it, Brittany?
Oh.
I love it. It's different. She looks cute. She's all covered up and she still looks sexy, and I like that for her. So yeah, I'll give that a 10.
Darius?
I like it.
Tasha?
I like it. There was another look she had a award show that I liked a little bit better than this, but I still love it. She's definitely standing out. It's bold. I love it.
Tamar?
She is so gorgeous. And I love when women that are full figure women come out like this and really just give that old school Hollywood look. She looks amazing.
Yeah, she does. Like I said, she's one of my best dressed for the night. All right. Shaq, what do you think?
Baby, that got to be the fattest dress Versace ever made. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. This woman is, I think, what we wanted Lizzo to be, you know?
Right.
I love to see her dress. She just always looks so fantastic. Ooh,
she's actually on my list 2 times tonight, so we'll see her again. And
lesbian tingles. I break so many beds with that girl.
All right, moving on. We have Margaret Robbie and Scare Palette. I love it. Natasha, what do you think?
It's like a tongue is sticking out on the side of her dress.
All right. Shaq, what do you think?
That's fun. I like it. You know, she's been doing that Barbie thing. Like this woman committed to that Barbie thing, and I hope they have compensated her properly for her commitment to the color pink. And I think it's cool. I don't know what's going on or whatever, and I see the tongue, but shit, I like tongues. It's a little bit thing. I'm
Darius, yeah, nay.
I feel like that dress came from City Trends, and she looked like Karen Clark. She made part of her ensemble from some sheets like Karen does.
Hold on, really quick.
You could have seen him when he said that.
Hold on, I cannot laugh. It hurts to laugh. So please, you guys, not. Darius, you gotta chill out. Brittany, what do you think?
Oh, that was real Michael.
It's not the best I've seen on her, but it's a fun look, so it's okay.
All right, Tamar, yes or no?
No.
Okay, moving on. This is one of my other favorite looks. We have Danielle and Christian Siriano. I love it. It's giving Victor Victoria, a modern Victor Victoria, half man, half woman. I love it. Tasha, what do you say?
I love it. You know, I'm Christian Siriano. He can't do no wrong. So even if it's not my favorite, I still love it.
All right. Shaq, what do you say? Yeah or nay?
Oh my God. That's another one I like. Ooh, my lesbian tingles.
All right, Tamar, yay or nay?
This is a yes for me because it's giving sportswear for a drag pageant. So I'm here for it. Yes.
All right. Brittany, yay or nay?
Yes. I love it. It's fun. It's sexy. I love it.
All right, moving on. This is another best dress of the night for me. Kelly Rowland and Luar.
Ooh, come on, Kelly.
Tasha, yay or nay?
Okay, yay, except for the shoulder. But yay.
That's what makes it for me, the shoulder. Shaq, yay or nay?
You know, yes, I like it. I do. I'm not a fashion person, y'all know that. And I think that fashion is really done well when somebody like me sees it and goes, fashion. And it look like fashion to me.
All right, Tamar, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brittany, what's your thoughts on this?
It's yay. She looks like a Barbie to me. Like
it does look like a Barbie, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's so beautiful. Kelly has been killing it for these past few months on this press run too. She looks so good.
Yes. All right, moving on. We have Zendaya and Stephanie Rowland. This is another favorite of mine. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yeah, I like it. It looks rich.
It does.
Shaq, yay or nay?
Yeah, I like it. It look like she on the way to Martha's Vineyard, something like that.
All right, Tamar, yay or nay?
Yes.
Okay. Brittany, what are your thoughts?
I definitely agree with you. She looks like money. It fits her perfectly. She just looks good. Her hair looks good. Everything looks good right down with that.
Yeah.
And she looks real grown in that.
Doesn't she look grown?
Yeah, she looks grown.
How old is she now? She doesn't look old. She just looks
Darius, what do you think? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Okay. Tamar, yay or nay?
Yay.
All right, moving on. We have Alonzo Arnold and Balenciaga from head to toe. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Shaq, yay or nay?
She looked like a ghetto Cruella de Vil, and I love it.
Darius, yay or nay?
I like it, yes.
Tamar?
Yeah, honey.
Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
Alonzo is always eating. I mean,
Always.
from head to toe. Eating.
Who is she?
Alonzo Arnold.
Influencer and hairstylist.
She look like, bitch, better have my money.
Yes.
Y'all should know me well.
Always.
All right, moving. Did everyone go for this one?
Yes.
Yeah, she looked fire.
Darius, what do you think of that one?
The one. I like it. I like it very much.
She should have walked in with a Dalmatian.
We have Coleman Domingo and Dior. This is one of my favorite men's look. Now, you guys, the picture does not do this coat justice.
He's sexy.
I saw it in the store, and that's all Swarovski crystals making that up.
Wow, really?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Does it sparkle?
Yes, it sparkles, and it weighs like 30 pounds. But it's beautiful. Yeah.
That nigga is bedazzled to the gods.
Tasha, yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm loving his fashion on the red carpet, and I really think that is making the rest of the men, especially black. Okay, no, it's making black men of color, really step up their fashion game and step outside the box. I love him.
Shaq,
it's like I always. He looked like he smells so good.
He do.
Darius, yay or nay?
I love him.
I like him, but no to the coat.
Okay, Tamar,
he is beautiful. I love it. I'm here for it.
Brittany, what are your thoughts?
Love it. Love this coat. When I saw this, I sent it to you like, oh my God, Ashley, look at this coat. He looks so good. And he's been looking so good lately. So it's a yes for me.
He be looking good.
Yeah, very good.
Real good.
He looks really good.
Coleman kills it on a regular. Yes, he does. John Tay, we miss you too, darling. I hope you can come back and play with us very soon. Yes. Moving on, we have Chloe Bailey and Louis Vuitton. Tasha, yay or nay?
Listen, that body in that dress, for you to be able to pull that off. I hate the bottom of that dress, but it's still a 10 just for her body pulling off that dress.
Shaq, yay or nay?
Yay, I like it.
Darius, yay or nay?
She beautiful, but she looked like a big ass tuxedo condom.
What did you, excuse me? What did you say?
A tuxedo condom.
You're about to put Ashley back in the hospital.
I'm so over you guys. I just can't take tonight. Tamar, what do you say? Yay or nay?
No. I'm so dead.
Okay. Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
She definitely looks like an old school cake topper, but her, like Tasha said, her body is killing it. So I'm gonna give her like a 7, but I don't really care for the dress. The silhouette of the dress is nice, but I don't like the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need the
on. We have Halle Bailey. She was in, I think this is Off-White. I want to see Off-White. Tasha, yay or nay?
It looked like it needed to be tailored just a little bit better on her. But don't get me to lie, because I don't know nothing about the fashion. But it's still cute. It's still really cute.
All right. Shaq, yay or nay?
I think what worked about the last thing on her sister, even though it was a weird dress, was how it fit. And this should fit like that, but it don't. No, it's a no.
All right. Darius, yay or nay?
I like this.
Okay. Tamar, yay or nay?
I like this a lot.
Okay. Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
I love this dress, and I do agree with Tasha. It's ill-fitting. She needed to have somebody just come in there maybe with her undergarments and fit them better, and then maybe the dress would have rolled her curves a little better.
Yeah.
But the dress is beautiful.
Yeah, ill-fitting.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Moving on. We have Heidi Klum and Harris Reed. Tasha, yay or nay?
Is that seaweed? I don't.
No. Shaq, yay or nay?
Y'all remember the Tarzan cartoon? She looked like one of them, but it don't work. I don't like it, but I usually like her because she be fired. Me too.
All right, Darius, yay or nay?
I don't like it.
She must have the same design as Karen. They just taking off sheets and drapes and making sure they call it in fashion.
Tamar, go.
That's a no for me, dog.
Okay, Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
It's a no for me. She looks cheap. I don't really like it. It's just not for a red carpet at all.
That's
all right. Moving on, we have Usher. We have Usher and Custom Valentino. Now, this does not read well in photos. It doesn't read well at all. But in person, the shirt is fire. Tasha, yay or nay?
No, it's reading. It's reading just right. It's reading. Yeah.
You like it? Okay.
Love it.
Yay or nay?
I'd wear
it. Come on back to the straight side on this one. Shit.
All right. Darius, yay or nay?
Oh my God. Yes.
Okay. Tamar, yay or nay?
I want to touch all over your body. No, he look good. No, he looks scrumptious. I ain't gonna lie.
What are your thoughts?
Who, me?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
I love, this is one of my favorite ones. I love this on Usher. He looks so good. The shirt is fire. His body is fire. He is fire. It's a yes.
All right. Next, we have Alton Mason and Dolce & Gabbana.
I love him.
Tasha, yay or nay?
Oh, he giving skin. He giving. Oh, this is perfection. This is perfection.
Okay. Shaq, yay or nay?
I don't know how I feel. No, I like him. I don't know how I feel about him. It's weird. It's like, do I like him or don't I like him? It's messing with me. I'm confused.
Darius?
In a good way.
Darius, yay or nay?
It's fitting for him. I like it on him. I'm not sure what he's giving, but I like it.
Okay, Tamar, yay or nay?
This look is amazing. If you have to see it in different angles, I Instagram stalk him because he's my Instagram boyfriend. But if you see the different angles in the video, you will actually see how amazing this look is. So this is a yes.
All right, Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
I like it. Yeah, it's a good fit for him. I like it.
Me.
Moving on, we have Erica Alexander and Betsy Johnson. Tasha, yay or nay?
Okay. At first, I was about to say nay, but Erica Alexander is such like a nerdy Black girl, and Betsy Johnson is just like quintessential like nerdy, but way out there. So yes, this is a yay.
Okay. Shaq, yeah, nay.
I love her so much, but I did not care for this at all. However, I will say that I love her and I followed her. And I saw some pictures of her in this dress from different angles, and it didn't bother me so much. So I don't know. It's an interesting looking thing. But from different angles, I was like, that's interesting. But full on, I didn't like it. So I don't know what that means in fashion terms, but I'm not a big fan. But
Darius, yeah or nay?
She looked like she shot at the Halloween costume store. it looked like some garbage bags and sheets from carriage drapes. I mean,
say Karen one more time. Tamar, yeah or nay?
I was about to say I like it, but Darius, thank you for like helping me see the light. I don't like it.
Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't care for this one, although they're saying that it kind of matches her personality.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really something that I like, but
yeah,
kudos to
Same.
All right. Another one of my best dressed tonight, Miss Tina Knowles in Valmont. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay, we're just gonna do yay or nays. Let's go. Shaq, yay or nay?
Gilf.
All right, yay or nay?
Who?
Where's Darius?
Oh, yay.
Okay, Tamar?
Yay.
Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
It's a yes for me. I love Miss Tina. She looks amazing. Her body looks amazing. Face is giving. Go Miss Tina. Yes.
All right. Demi Lovato and Sophie Couture. Yay or nay, Tasha?
Yay.
Shaq?
Yeah.
Darius?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yes.
Brittany?
It's a perfect fit for me. Look at her body. Look how that snatches her waist in. Her boobs are sitting. She looks classy. It's a yes.
Okay, moving on. Ice Spice in custom Dolce & Gabbana. Tasha?
Nay. I'm sick of her.
Shaq?
It's just always a no.
All right. Darius? Darius?
No, ma'am.
All right. Tamar?
Bye, Felicia.
All right, Brittany?
So I hate her, whoever her stylist is. But what I will say is if she would have worn like a middle part 30-inch bust down and maybe some like better undergarments, I could have liked this a little better. But I hate her wig and I hate that they always make her look so cheap.
Well, she only got 2 wigs.
That's what it is. It's the same damn wig. Think of it.
Yeah,
Let's get a different color.
I'm so proud of y'all.
She always look like she just got a Sheen order or something, you know?
Yes, and that's
Exactly. All right, moving on. We have this is the second time she's on our list tonight. Divine Joy and Balenciaga Couture. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay, 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 yay.
Yeah, I love it. Shaq?
Absolutely.
Darius?
Nay.
Tamar?
Yes.
Brittany, thoughts?
once again, it's giving sexy, it's giving classy, and I love whoever decided to throw that train back and get it like with the fan.
Yeah,
I love it.
Looking like she's in Santorini.
Yes.
Yeah, she's my best dressed tonight. All right,
she don't replace. Oh,
go ahead. I'm sorry. She looks well.
For me, with her winning that Oscar and winning all these awards, I feel like she has replaced Monique. She is.
I wouldn't say replace.
Not like I feel like she is going to do what Monique should have done with her movie career.
Okay.
I think we would be remiss not to talk about how important she is for fat girl fashion. For real.
Oh, she is because she's
real.
Are you talking about Divine?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's
going for the big girls. Getting those big designers, challenging them and showing them that fashion can be fat.
Mm-hmm.
Quit playing with us in these plus size stores and give us good shit because you can do it.
Yeah, she's reminded me how Queen Latifah will always show up on the red carpet. Queen Latifah will always kill it. Always.
Okay, let's move on. We got to get to these last three looks. We have Jermaine Dupri and Louis Vuitton.
With them socks.
You guys need to let go of those socks because they're here to stay.
They sure is.
Tasha,
I guess it's Easter. Godly, nay.
Shaq, yay or nay?
He's so cute. I buy that outfit for my son.
Darius.
Oh Lord, we represent the Lollipop Guild. No.
Yes.
So he's really short, and I just really kind of feel like this cut for him is not right. It kind of just makes him look even smaller. I do like those socks though. I'm not gonna lie, I like those socks, but this outfit for him is a no for me.
He's so cute.
Yeah. He's short. I think someone tall with this look would kill
Yes.
it.
That would be cool to see it on somebody.
Like a basketball player.
But with him being so small, it just
it makes him look even smaller.
It makes him look smaller.
And then the fact that the bag is almost the half of his leg length is just making it even worse.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have Karen Civil and her stylist and Marnie. They're at the Marnie fashion show in Paris. You guys, Marnie is killing it. I'm starting to become a Marnie fan. I didn't like them, but this new line is doing something to my spirit. Tasha, yay or nay?
I love colors, so I like this.
Shaq, yay or nay?
Hey, they look like Play-Doh.
Darius, yay or nay?
I like her look. He can go.
Tamar?
It's giving me a reminiscence on like old school fashion.
Okay, Brittany, what are your thoughts on these Marnie looks?
I do like Karen's look. She could have did something better with her hair. His look is fun. I think the colors and the brightness is fun. I haven't seen Marnie's line, so I'm gonna need to take a look at this. But it's okay.
Okay.
I'm too broke to pull it off.
I think Marnie is about to do something big. They're about to open a store here. They've never had real stores. They're about to open up a store here next month. I can't wait. We're about to see a lot of them. So Brittany, get on it. Start looking into it.
Because you know me, honey.
And our last look for the night, we have, who is this? Tina Lang in Head to Toe Valentino. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay, I like this one.
Shaq, yay or nay?
That's kind of cool. I like it.
Darius?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yay.
Brittany, what are your thoughts on this?
So I'm gonna say yay to this, but I actually would have liked to have seen this on Monica. I think Monica would have pulled this off in
Monica has pulled this. Monica has worn this.
Has she?
Yes, she has.
She wore this whole look.
It's a yay. I don't like the green hair, but I do like the outfit. So it's a yeah.
Okay, and for our last segment of the night, come sit on my couch. This question, no one wrote in, but this question was posed on Instagram, and the comments got really interesting. So I thought we would bring it over here on our platform and pose it to our co-hosts and our audience. What matters the most during sex? 1, size, 2, time, 3, freakiness, or 4, the connection? Let's talk. What do we think?
The connection.
4, the connection.
All of it.
You're saying the connection?
The connection, yeah.
Darius, what do you say?
All of it matters.
So Darius, okay, let me pose this to you. If you had someone who wanted to get it over in 2 minutes, but they had a 13-inch dick and their freaky levelness was a 1 and you had no connection, would you take it or leave it?
I might take it, but after them, I'm going to take something else.
Every time Brittany laughs, I laugh, and it hurts to laugh so much.
That part.
So I'm like, next.
Our other co-host who's in the comments, Katrina said, Katrina's a mess. The connection made me love a little wee-wee.
Trina!
Word. Not talking about the current. I hope not. Because that's embarrassing.
Child.
Brittany, what do you think?
I said connection. I mean,
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, connection matters to me. I'm like a lover girl. I'm like passionate. I want all that. So yeah, connection.
Yeah. I'm with Katrina. I don't like feet, but I definitely had a connection that had me sucking on some toes. And I ain't done that shit since. But she was just, we had a thing. We had a thing.
I love toe sucking. That's one of my favorite things. That's one of my favorite things in my relationship is sucking toes.
I cleaned them toes like motherfucking oxtail. You hear me?
Okay, and on that note, we're leaving. So have a good night, everyone. I want to thank Darius for joining us or filling in for Michael. You're always welcome over here, Darius. Thank you, Brittany, for coming through with the fashion portion tonight. We love you. And look for us next week, you guys. Also, be looking out for Margaritas with Marcus on Thursday. Darius is going to be somewhere. Darius, tell him one more time where you're going to be this weekend.
Mondays and Fridays, I'm on Pyro Media for Pyro Power Hour. That's at noon. So I'm over there Mondays and Wednesdays. And, of course, I pop up sporadically elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I love you guys. Kat,
Shack World. Look for my hashtag.
We'll be looking out for Shack World soon. Start looking out. Darius, you can go, but all my other casts stay on. We will need to talk really quick. All right?
Right.
Everyone else, have a good night. Be safe. Love, peace.
Bye.
And hair.
Bye.